Beacon is driven to create a job-ready generation, and bridging the gap between schools and industry is a key focus of the work we do.
We can teach them lots of different things in the classroom, but to actually be in the workplace and have real-world experiences is what these students need.
One of the questions we get asked frequently from industry members is what is the difference between a work placement, a work exposure and work experience? So work placement is always aligned with a VET program. It's really specific to what they're learning in class. Therefore, when they go on a work placement, that employer needs to be able to provide those experiences that are specific to, for example, being an electrician or being a chef or being front of house in hospitality.
It actually helps us get to know who's coming through in the industry, who's educating in the correct fields, and potentially could possibly lead to employment.
Work exposure can be a customised and guided experience for students, and it can be informed by schools or industry to meet the needs of that future workforce. It can be site visits, it can be industry members coming into the classroom and speaking directly to students, it could be speed networking or a panel or any type of experience that is really going to expose those students to what the world of work looks like.
The more people coming in excited about being in the industry, the more staff I get, the more skilled labour I have, the better it is for everyone.
Work experience is more about developing those soft skills for a student so they can connect, this is what working looks like and feels like. It's not as specific to what they're learning at school, it's about developing the skills required to have a job.
Any opportunity where someone asks to take someone on, I'm all for it, and I really want to make sure that people see what opportunities are out there for them.
Our role as an intermediary working between schools and industry starts with the school, understanding what their student cohort looks like, what qualifications they're delivering and what kind of industry they need exposure to. We then start working with industry to be able to develop a network. And that's when we actually hand that relationship back to the schools, because it's really important that the teachers match the right student to the right industry, and we understand that nobody knows a student better than a teacher, but we will continue to work with the schools and with the industry members for the duration of the year.
I think it's important to highlight this, that it was really easy to work with both Beacon and the school. What you don't want as an employer is for it to be difficult, barriers, lots of forms. Beacon touched base with me, asked if we'd be keen. I said absolutely. Put me in touch with the school who said they had a really great student, and absolutely that turned out that way, so it was quite easy.
Having the intermediary there helping us to make those connections has been just great, because we don't always have the time.
Connecting a student to a future that they'd never dreamed of, or connecting a student to a future that they'd always dreamed of, is a beautiful part of the work we do, and it's something that means a lot to everybody that gets to be involved in that moment.